One thing that Lee Anderson fails to understand, and something that people on the far right, like Priti Patel, Suella Braverman, and so on, keep chirping on about, is that the stopping the small boats is part of the promise made to the electorate that we were voted on this. It's not true. The only thing that the Conservative Party was voted on was to get Brexit done, which is why Lee Anderson, in his letter, is sort of tries to combine the two ideas. He says, when we were elected in 2019, we promised the public that we would get Brexit done and take back control. Taking back control is perhaps one interpretation of the small boats, but it's not the only interpretation of the small boats, and it's still a little bit of a piece of duplicity, really. One of the key issues for the public was our sovereignty and making sure our parliament and our courts would have supremacy over distant and unaccountable ones abroad. This Conservative government has taken unprecedented steps to make sure that this is the case. Globally, we see the huge impact of migration, both legal and illegal. Actually, again, that's an interpretation which he's placing on this. And that is why it has been so important to bring in measures to bring these numbers down. Our returns policy and working together with partners such as Albania is but one example of how this government has taken up the challenge, alongside our work against criminal networks. Well, criminal networks, then there should be more effort made by the Home Office to inspect places of work and to pick up genuinely illegal immigrants who are overstaying their visa. The Rwanda plan represents a clear deterrent, and it is noteworthy that other countries are now looking at following our lead. That's not entirely true. Other countries are looking, particularly Italy, is looking at exporting the process of looking after migrants while the processing is undertaken, but they will eventually be returning, I believe, to Italy. So, again, smoke and mirrors, a certain amount of deception. This is something that we'll have to review in some time. I've got to teach, I'm afraid, so I'm going to have to stop there.